let's actually recall from a previous lesson this LeetCode problem, right? So what if we tinker with some of these things here, right? And just to prove the point, let's actually this is a different chat window from the other chat that we had where we gave them the LeetCode link. So let's say I have the following sequence or the following problem statement and paste that in. My solution is not working. Why? And then let's go ahead and paste in a modified version where we kind of screw up the binary search. Add a 1 here. Let's put a 2 here, and let's maybe even misspell right here to become light, right? And let's see if it's able to pick out some of these issues. So clearly, first of all, there's a big issue in the logic, like it shouldn't even be correct. And secondly, there's a syntax error which doesn't even allow it to compile correctly because light has never been declared as a variable in this function. So the issue in your solution is with the calculation of the middle index mid. So that's perfectly fine. So let's see here. The things we ended up changing is this mod function here, and let's see what they give us. Yep, they've changed our mod right back to 2. You should be dividing by 2 to get to the middle index. Change the calculation of mid and allow your solution to work instead. Yeah, so he's also made, ChatGPT has made a few other modifications to the code, including the check for mid mod 3 equals 0 to mid mod 2 equals 0, as well as a typo. So it's talking about literally everything that it's fixed for us. And if we go ahead and paste that in, I don't doubt that this is pretty much what we had before, but yeah, nonetheless, it's a correct solution now. And yeah, that works perfect. It knew exactly what we had fixed, even though this is a different context from the conversation that we had in the previous lesson. So it actually remembers those things, which is really interesting. Maybe we could even go back even further to a previous time where we talked about primes, right? So what if we say, so remember, the sieve of Eratosthenes needs to have a certain range of numbers that it goes through, right? So let's start it at 5, and then let's have it go up until not the square root of x, but 2, like a square root of x, right? So let's see. Why is my algorithm to generate primes slow and incorrect? Because now not only are we not going up until a square root factor of our input number x, but now we're going to a power of it. And then we're also messing with the starting number. So this is literally not even going to find the factors 2, 3, 4 for numbers, which is going to be extremely problematic, right? So let's see if it's able to pick out what's wrong with that after I change it. It's incorrect because the range in the outer loop should be 2 to the square root of x, not 5 to the square of x. Dang. This is really good at this ChatGPT thing is really something else. Yeah, so I mean, if you're implementing some well-known algorithm and you just don't know what's wrong and you're getting some like incorrect input, this thing is insane. Like it can really just pick out the flaws with your algorithm and give you the corrections that you need to make quite simply. So yeah, and it even explains why, right? It says the reason why this algorithm is efficient is because you only need to check up to the square root of x, which this is a very big component of the really fast runtime that this algorithm has. So if we iterate more, right, up onto the square of x, that's just wasting a lot of compute and giving us an incorrect answer. So yeah, it's telling us exactly what's wrong. So this is really powerful. And if you know what you're doing, like once you've gone to this point as a coder, where you're able to write your own code, ChatGPT can be a really useful tool for kind of understanding what you may be doing wrong, as long as you're able to provide the problem statement, right? So the first and foremost important thing is to tell them what your goal is, right? So in the same way that for code generation, you have an idea of what kind of code you want generated in the first place, here with debugging, you need to tell ChatGPT what it is that you want your program to accomplish in the first place so that it can help you generate the correct behavior, right? So here I told it I was trying to generate primes. So that's how it knew what it needed to fix. Hopefully this is helpful for you to understand how ChatGPT can help you debug. And I'll see you in the next video talking about documentation.